Hello everyone and welcome to Europa Park. It's time for my 2026 summer visit. I cannot believe I'm back here again. I do tend to visit quite a lot actually, but yeah, I still can't believe as soon as I enter the property. Absolutely amazing. You get such a special feeling, don't you, when you come here, especially during the summer and the winter. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, looking forward to get back on some of my favourites like Wodan, Blue Fire, Silver Star, Voltron of course, the new for 2024. I remember the opening day for that, a bit hectic, but we'll gloss over that, shall we? But yeah, I was here for a few hours yesterday on the travel day, so we'll maybe gloss over that. I didn't do many of the major rides like Wodan, etc. But I did do a lot of the filter rides, the flat rides. I did ride that vintage cars. You know, these kind of rides in the Germany area, the Italy area, the very underrated rides, and they never seem to get away. I was walking onto everything, whereas some of the major rides on like 20 or 30 minutes. So yeah, there's lots to do at this park. You need minimum of 2 days, I think. And even then, I feel like you're just going to be racing around. No time to have any longer breaks. You can't have a 10-15 minute break because otherwise you're missing out on a show, a ride, an experience that you really want to do. There's plenty of shows to see. I cannot promise that I'm going to see everyone. Maybe one a day, maybe 2 a day. I have no idea, but we'll see. Of course, you'll be able to take you on board on my POVs. I'll try my best to do all of that as well, but the off-road shots may be a bit of a mess because when it's really busy and you try to film a vlog, go from one ride to the other, it can be a bit difficult getting off-road shots, so I'll try my best. But yeah, join me as I take a stroll around Europa Park again. Absolutely amazing. Now in July of 2025, Europa Park celebrated their 50th anniversary. We've still got these 2 little statues here, the park characters and mascots. Yeah, it looks really good. Yeah, sorry about the sun streaks, you'll have to excuse me with that, but yeah. I'm not actually coming through this part of the park that often because I tend to stay off-site and in like the multi-rust, etc. Like I normally come through the entrance at the top there on the left. Yeah, I do love how they have all the flags here. All the different lands. Yeah, that is, it's a lovely day, but yeah, you know my thoughts on this getting in the way. But yeah. Then you got the conference centre there. That's the main car park down there. If you want to get some off-road shots of Silver Star from outside the park, you want to make your way down to the car park. And I bet you're probably going to be able to get them the best. But yeah, look at this beautiful day. It's going to be mid-30s today. It's going to be a lovely day. What I would do to be able to jump in there right now. Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned in the intro that I have got a resort pass. It is the silver pass, so you don't get every single day, but most of the days, except from a lot of the major like New Year's, a couple of days in this month. But yeah, most of the days are fine. Yeah, and it's great value. I paid like £270 for 12 months. Yeah, I got it last December, so I'm still using it. Yeah, I love the entrance to Europa Park. Plenty of turnstiles, or scanners, as you might want to call them. But yeah, let's make our way into the park. I think our first stop will be Voltron. We have got about half an hour until the park officially opens, so I won't bore you with the holding areas. But yeah, let's make our way into the park, maybe talk a bit about the Germany area, and make our way over to Croatia. Oh, and the Monaco area down there. Maybe at some point later. I have just been let in, but there was a small issue with the resort passes. I think it's a resort-wide thing, that they're not scanning in the Apple Wallet. I don't think they're scanning in the app either, but I went to the information booth to the right there. There's a little path that's separate from the scanners, and they let you through a little building through the side there. So I'm in the park now. But yeah, that's a bit weird. That's never happened on the few visits that I've been here. But yeah, they let you straight in. You don't really have to scan anything. I'm hoping tomorrow we don't have the same problem, but they just have to check the app in the resort portal. Nice and easy, and we're back in. But yeah, here we are. At the main entrance, got all the different flags. We haven't got every single one. We got the British one down there. Yeah, Europa Park. Such a fabulous entrance, isn't it? Absolutely love it. It's one of the best areas as well as the Germany area. And we've still got the Euro-Mir 50th celebration statue area. The sign, the 50th sign. There's a photo opportunity. Oh, there's the sun again. Yeah, it's lovely. It's nice that they keep these things for a few years after, because I much prefer that. Not everyone's got the chance to visit it in July of 2025, have they really? And then behind me, you got the Ypres Express Germany station. But here we are, in Germany. You got Voltron down there, the flying theatre. But normally it opens before 9 AM. The last few times that I've been here has been open then. So yeah, let's make our way down to the Italy holding area. You have got two different sides to it. The one to the left of Vola da Vinci and the one in the main part of the Italy area. But yeah, I won't bore you with that stuff because it'll be wet in there about 20 minutes. But yeah, the architecture's fantastic in the Germany area, isn't it? I'll talk more about it later on if we come into this area. I'm not sure if we will today, maybe in the day 2 vlog. But yeah, it's lovely weather. I love being able to not wear a jacket, it's just fantastic. I'm even wearing shorts, it's unlike me as well. With how bad my skin is, it's quite rare. But yeah, let's make our way into the main part of the park. Wait for a bit of the Italy holding area. And get going from there. Take you on board. So I love taking you on board with the on-road POVs. Europa Park is absolutely fabulous. Other parks need to listen to them. Voltron Park do it back home. But yeah, you don't even have to ask for permission. As long as it's safely secure, you've got to make it obvious, but as long as it's safely secure, you'll be able to take on-road POVs and get your viewers' experience. Well, I say viewers' experience, I'm talking gibberish, aren't I? Your experience. And here we are, just let into the park proper, just before 9 AM, so a bit earlier than normal actually. Walking past Matterhorn Blitz. Fantastic bobsled coaster, but it's normally a bit of a mess really trying to get in. People walking too slow, walking too quick. And they can have a pre-queue for the Croatia area, I don't think. Last time I was here, they made you wait up here. Yeah, they got a DJI action cam ready, so that's all done, so I'm not rushing around trying to do that. But yeah, I'm going to go down this single rider. Sometimes they make you wait in that main queue, but I wait in the main area first, then I'll go down the single rider once that opens. But yeah, it should open. Yeah, so I'm just pre-warning you, it might be a little bit shaky, because I can't work out how tight the strap should be on this chest mount. But yeah, here we are, about to walk into the Croatia area from the Greece area. Fantastic transition. I think they complement each other very well. Now I think I just heard a launch. I think it's still testing. It's got a very unique LSM sound, doesn't it, that vertical launch? Oh, well, any LSM has, but this one in particular. You just know Voltron's running when you hear that. But yeah, it is open. I wonder if it's running 7 trains though. I think that's the amount it has. Yeah, very excited to get back on. Not been on it since December. Yeah, look at that. Such a fantastic area. Brings back memories from when I first experienced it in April 2024. What a day that was. So many positives and negatives, but yeah, let's go down this single right there. And yeah, let's quickly skip through. I think it's open. I don't want to look like I'm rude or anything, but yeah, Voltron, Navira. Let's go down this single rider. Looks like it's open. Yeah. I pushed through them. I'm hoping they didn't think I was trying to push into the main line. But yeah. Love the lighting. You've got the virtual line next to me as well. You've got some theming. I would have shown that in the opening day vlog, so you're not really missing too much. There's something you really got to wait for is the electric show in here with the Tesla coils. You don't always get it, but yeah, we might not get it now because I'm right at the front of the single rider, but we'll see. You obviously got the brake run there. It's not the actual car, but it's like a projection screen. And you got Nikola Tesla here himself. They have moved it a bit well. It used to be in the middle of the main queue. Yeah, look at that. I just love it. And you got the special bounce track in there as well. Oh, it is opening. I didn't think they were opening. Yeah, fantastic. And then this moves back and forth. Yeah, I might get some shots of it. But yeah, let's go. Let's get on as quick as we can and see what the ride's like. It's 7 months on. So here we are, got on the back row and single road. I'll basically walk on. They have got a little barrier at the stop at the batching point, which lets you filter in. They haven't got that closed off. So yeah, straight on. I think it may just be before 9 still. Yeah, heady schedule here. Yeah, I'm on the outside seat though, so I'm not sure how good that's going to be. And normally you want to get a middle seat. It shouldn't really have these problems, but it's a love-hate ride, so let's see what happens. But here we go. Ooh, is the drop track working? Is it working? Oh, it is working. Woohoo! And here we go, vertical launch. Woohoo! Oh wow! Oh, amazing! Oh wow! It's so aggressive. And into the turntable. Oh, it's actually running pretty good. Not too bad. And it got some smoke effects on as well, so that's good. Yes, I've actually got it turned on. Yeah, not a lot though, they need to really make it fill the room. Yeah, I'm sure it's a bit shaky, you have to use that. Yeah, sometimes it goes the other way as well. Here we go, backwards launch. Ready, steady, go! The top half. Airtime. Oh wow! Okay, the last few elements were a bit shaky, but overall that was fantastic. Not as bad as I thought it would be on the outside seat, but yeah, brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. You can hear the screams in the background. Amazing ride to start the day on Voltron. It's normally a love-hate relationship ride for me, but that time I loved it. You start out with a vibrating drop track. I absolutely loved that. I was hearing rumours that it wasn't really working previously in the last few weeks, but yeah, it's working today. Lovely start to the ride, and I love how I just walked on. Back row, outside seat. So not my favourite, but after that, you got the vertical launch. Just amazing, one of the best starters on a ride, one of the only vertical launches in the world. I think there might be a few out there, I'm not entirely sure, but it's amazing. You go into that first inversion, then the next one, then through the rest of the let out. It's just chaos, one element after the other, and it's just hectic. You don't know how to breathe on that ride. Sometimes you just one element, next element, and you don't have time to breathe. It's a bit like the smaller Alton Towers. Yes, they're different manufacturer, that's getting slower, and this is mag rides, but yeah. There's so many elements. Yeah, at the moment I'm trying to get my breath back. You can probably tell, I've only just got off the ride about 2 minutes ago, just before 9:10. And yeah, that turnaround, I wish it wasn't let out. I wish it was more of a complete full circuit let out. And yeah, if they are obviously they're going to keep it, I want them to put more effects in that turntable. Yes, they had the smoke effects on there. I can't speak. Still trying to brave, but I wish the smoke effects were a bit more full. They will fit in the area a bit more, a few more lighting effects. But yeah, it's there for a reason, isn't it? It's acting as a block zone. But I'm not a massive fan of that. I just want it to be a completely full circuit. Maybe fit in some other element. I don't know. I'm not an expert. But yeah, fantastic ride to start the day. All the elements you see on another, like bunny hills, airtime hills, corkscrews. You got the upside down launch. But yeah, it's just a chaotic way to start your day, isn't it? And now I'm definitely awake. Fabulous weather for a ride like that. Just be careful that over these intense rides and the hot weather, you can get a bit nauseous if you're not careful. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, I don't know if it's part of their Easter celebration. It's like a giant egg. Yeah, I love the landscaping here. They always do such a fantastic job. When you're waiting to get through the holding area, you can always see them wiping the ride buildings. I saw the bottom of the Euro Park a bit and wiped down as well before we got let in. But yeah, I'm going to make a way over to the grease area. You can cut up through there, which I'm not going to do. Just going to walk around the normal way. But yeah, you got the ice show in there, in that big building there. And even yeah, quick stop in the Voltron area. We will be back there at some point later on, I promise. But yeah, we're going to walk past Atlantis Adventure. Not ride that yet, but that's a fantastic and underrated dark ride. Yes, it's an interactive dark ride. But yeah, it's so underrated. I've never waited more than 10 minutes for that. Now it's one of the busiest days I've had. So yeah, not bad. There's a lot of those rides, and a lot of those rides I did yesterday on my travel day. Yeah, we're going to do them all again, if possible. But yeah, let's walk to the left. Fantastic transition. Like I said earlier on in the clip, this and the Croatia area, this works so well. You can walk to the right there. There's another little entrance to the right of that building. Yeah, we're going to make our way up here, past Poseidon. Perfect weather for it. Yeah, it doesn't look too busy, but we'll give it an hour or two, then we'll build up a queue. Not every boat at the moment has anyone on it. So, of course, you've got virtual line as well. In fact, I might check that actually, because once I get on Pegasus, which I'm going to do now, just so I didn't have to walk around again, then do Poseidon, I'm hoping I'll be able to get a virtual line. Of course, you've got a Cassandra's Curse down there as well, the Madhouse. Yeah, it should be coming down the drop at any second, yeah. They do run a lot of boats, they don't always sequence them very close together. Are they coming? Ah! It does make a big splash. Yeah, the splash that is ground here. And yesterday it was such a great feeling. I stood in it, made sure I didn't get everything wet, obviously. I'll tell you the best spot to get soaked is right there. Just walk past it quick. Yeah, you'll get soaking wet. Ah, nearly got me. Yeah, let's go on to Pegasus, then Poseidon. Try and get that sneaky virtual line though. That'll help a lot. I'm not sure what I'm going to do because I've got 10 minutes to get on the virtual line that I got for Poseidon. But I don't really want to walk back and forth continuously. So I'm hoping once I get on Pegasus, the main queue is alright. We'll give that a check. We might as well have got the virtual line. It does help a bit. But yeah, going to get right on Pegasus. This can normally get about a 15 to 20 minute wait from experience. Yeah, the lines aren't too big here. If you're used to major lines, you'll think everything's a walk on. Yeah, Poseidon. So that's not my favourite water coaster, but it's pretty good. There is a cloned copy, I think it's a clone anyway, of that over at Six Flags Cadiz City, which I did the experience back in January from the new year. Yeah, I think as long as the queue's not down here, I think it should be about 5 minutes. Oh yeah, it's a station wait. Yeah, I'll take that. Might as well go on these rides. Well, the main part of the park isn't over here. They're all focusing on the major rides. Let's get on, shall we? Right underneath Poseidon. You just got to be careful you don't get soaked from the droplets.
Menschheit von einem Scheusal befreit. Ich träumte, ich wäre Kampf gegen die.
After a walk on there, station wait for this Mack Youngstar coaster, we're off. Yeah, it's a very fun ride this is. I do love the front car, but if you do sit in the front car, I warn you, you are blocked quite a lot by the theming of the front vehicle. Yeah, up the tyre lift. I do like, if you can see that, I don't know if you can see that, but you're right underneath part of the coaster section of Poseidon. Yeah, it's not the best for on-ride shots there, because you can see the vehicle is so high up. There's the main entrance down there, the turnaround of Silver Star. Yeah, it's going to be a busy one, but not busy for Europa. Busy for Europa. Here we are, first drop. Woohoo! Nice and smooth. Why do people scream? It's so much fun. There we go. Sure, ride, but it's still fun. Might as well go on here while there's walk on. Yeah, that was a very fun experience there. This is shore ride, like I said, on board. But nice fun ride to start the day. If you've got families, it's a perfect stepping stone, isn't it, really? We're going to make our way straight over to Poseidon. Sorry I didn't talk about that too much, but it's just a basic family coaster. Yeah, I'm just going to walk down the main queue. I was thinking while I was on the ride, shall I go for the Virgin line or not? But there's a lot of theming that I want to show you on this. Yeah, yes, I have shown it before, but you go for a giant wooden horse. And I love the sign, Poseidon. Yeah, I'm struggling a bit with this chest mount really. I can't get it adjusted to the level I want it, so I'm having to hold the camera. It has got good stabilisation, so you should have good on-road footage. But here we are. I have waited in this bit before, but even in here, you're not even waiting longer than half an hour. It's such a good queue system here at Europa Park. They get on with it. The operations are fantastic. Yeah, make our way up our first set of stairs. I cannot speak, but yeah, the music, fabulous. Yeah, let's make our way around. You get some good off-road shots if you're waiting in the queue up here. And that's the little feeding section here, up into the first lift. Looks pretty good. I do love how there's shipwrecks either side. I think it's the same ship. Yeah. If I remember correctly, there's some good lighting in this section. It doesn't look great on camera, but... well, it does look great on camera. I lied. It's got lovely fresh water this attraction has. I love the blue lighting in the caves. Fantastic. I love this. This is what you can do when you spend the money. And it looks like another walk-on ride. 3 out of 3. I can't say it's a walk-on if you're not aware of this bit. I think the virtual line is the other side of that barrier there. You enter from the exit area. Yeah, here we are on the station. Last time I was here, I had Christmas trees. Well, they are running quite a lot of boats. So at Christmas, they weren't running all these. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to get a front row. Should be alright to get a front row. There's not a lot of people here. And even then, I tend to just wait off to the side. Yeah, let's get on. Some fantastic theming. One of my favourite stations in the world, this. I love the blue lighting down here. I didn't mention it before. Blue lighting looks fantastic. There we go. I cannot believe you're on 3 rides straight away. Fantastic. This is where you get to the park straight away in the morning. Here we go, a little bit of mist. Yeah, this is the little section I was on about, as you can see to the right there. Oh, the weather's just fantastic. Yeah, the first of 2 lift hills. And here we are at the top. Just warning you, they can get a bit shaky this bit. Not a massive fan of this bit, but here we go. Oh, let's hold on. Let's hold on. Oh, a bit shuffly. Oh, it's a bit shaky. Oh, Jesus. That's not running very well there. That's not very comfortable. Just let me work the lens. Yeah, you do have to hold on there. It's not comfortable at all. Yeah, the newer version at Cadere City is much more comfortable. Yeah. We've got 1 more left and you've got the finale. It's such a long, gentle ride after that bit. It gives you time to breathe. And I love that. I'm not a massive fan of that, I just want the water bit. We got a bit wet there on our first drop, but not too bad. You get such a fantastic view of Silverstar there, which is now in the Monaco area. We'll talk about that later on. Here we go. I don't know how comfortable this is going to be, but it's the main drop. Here we go. Woohoo! Oh, here we go! Woohoo! Oh, I got pretty wet. Lens wipe. Yeah. Luckily this camera's waterproof, but yeah, that's so refreshing. I'm sure we're going to drive pretty quick though. It's such a fantastic ride that is. If you want to get wet, the coast a bit, I'm not a massive fan of, but yeah, you get pretty wet on that. You know my thoughts with that, with the on-ride footage. Yeah, it's a good ride. I just wish the coaster element wasn't so shaky. You do get nice and refreshed. You got two main drops, the coaster section as well, and you got like the leisurely bits between drops. Fantastic. Sorry about the sudden streaks, everyone. That's the downside of this beautiful weather. I think it's in the late 20s already. It's only 20 to 10 in the morning, but yeah, fantastic ride. The station is filmed beautifully. The queue line's very good. I love that blue lighting in one of the first rooms. Yeah, not much of a wet at the moment, but I can imagine in the next hour it's going to be pretty lengthy. I say lengthy, lengthy for the standards Europa Park. So that's about half an hour. Yeah, I could be wrong. I'm just going to go and get a couple of pictures of Voltron, because I forgot to do that, and I will be back for Cassandra's Curse. Yeah, it's not that far to walk between the areas. It's the madhouse at the park. I think it's the Mac variant, so yeah, that never gets wetty either. Got a little bit of a pre-shot on that one, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. I love this little hideaway entrance to the area here. See Voltron there. You do get people waiting in here later on, but I've seen people stand up here and not knowing where to go. But if you know from experience, you've been to the park a number of times, you know this is a quick cut through to the Greece area. Right down towards Cassandra's Curse. Nearly butchered that name, didn't I? Yeah, I think there's a quick service around here. I think it's to the right. I don't tend to eat in these quick services. It's just your usual theme park food. You have got some nicer stuff. You have got pizzas, thing down in the Italian area, which I tend to get on the way out if I do anything. But yeah, that's that beside the virtual line that I was on about earlier. You have to go down to the exit. Yeah, let's get on Cassandra's Curse. I've still got to get an on-ride POV for the channel as well. So yeah, won't be any talking on this one. Yeah, people are coming out of the queue line. Does that mean it's closed? Oh, lovely sign. Love a good sign. Yeah. It is open. Yeah, people just walking out of the ride. It says 5 minutes. It's kind of funny really, because some rides say 1 minute, some say 5. I don't know how they do that, because I've seen tablets of the rides. I don't know if some rides have to default to 5 minutes or not. Not entirely sure, but I'm not really sure on the theme of this one either, to be honest. I just enjoy it in the moment. So I'm not a movie person, I'm not like a book person, so I just enjoy the experiences for what they are. So yeah, hopefully we're not straight on and we get a bit of the pre-show. Hello. Yeah, look at the theming. It is Greek theming, which I do love. Some great lighting, a great mood. Got a little bit of a smell pod as well. And here we are in the pre-show. Pre-show building, anyway. Very spooky. I love the stained glass. I think that's an animatronic, I'm not entirely sure. It's amazing. So yeah, it's a short madhouse ride that I'm not a massive fan of the lack of lighting or effects in this centre of the ride. Yeah, it's not great. They do have some nice theming inside, and this show building here is fantastic. But yeah, I just wish it wasn't just the music and the theming. Yeah, it's just a shame really. I think it's themed around a Greek house, I think it is. I feel like it is, because at one point you can see it looks like outside of it. You got obviously got the traditional pillars. I think you got a fireplace in there as well. Yeah, the Greek area is fantastic. Just a shame about this. Wish it was a bit longer, maybe 10-15 seconds longer. A few more effects in the centre, and not just relying on the music and just spinning around. Yeah, it's one and done really, unless someone else wanted to do it with me, say that was with a friend or something. But yeah, just next to Poseidon. We're going to make our way down to the French area, maybe Mahon Blitz next, I don't know, but yeah, watch some Poseidon Blitz come around. Yeah, it's got slightly busier, like I said it would. And here we are on Atlantis Adventure. This is the one where you can target and turn your vehicle as well. For the two phases, or whatever they're called. But yeah, I don't intend to do too much spinning. So here we go, in the Greek area. With some great glow in the dark elements on this one. Yeah, I'll do a little turn to demonstrate it. Once we get past this line, I think here. Ready, steady, go! Yeah, you can see what I'm doing. Woo! And this is the face. It makes that noise. I'm not a massive fan of the shooting rides, as you know. I just appreciate the feeling. Here we go. I'll shut up for a bit. This is one of my favourite scenes in the ride. The swinging anchors, yeah, look really good. I love the lighting effect behind it, like it's water. It's fantastic. We got a little sharky here. Hello. Hello, sharky. The turn of it. It does turn you automatically at certain show scenes, so you don't miss it, which I quite like that. Hello, Mr. Krabby. I just love the glow in the dark effects that you do. And this bit I'm not a massive fan of, it keeps spinning you. Here we go. I'm not doing that. Close my eyes. I have to close my eyes on this bit. Warning everybody. Oh, I'm a bit dizzy. Oh, my head is actually moving quite fast. This is where Europa Park does so well, those underrated dark rides. I walked on to a fantastic one, Atlantis Adventure in the Greek area. I cannot believe how good it is. Yes, it's basic in part. It's got the glow in the dark paint, lighting effects, the music and everything. It's not state of the art, but it just works. There's so many of these different rides. You got Mad and down in the French area too, which I'm going to do soon, but so many different dark rides and never get away. That was Walk On. Every single ride I've been on today is Walk On. Fantastic, so underrated. A lot of people miss them. They're fixated on the rides like Voltron, which is in front of me, your Silver Star up beside, and all around the area. These dark rides are fit in between these rides. I think it's fantastic. Filler rides. If these were at other parks or at any of these major coasters, they would be standout rides. But at Europa Park, they're just another filler ride, which is a shame really in one sense, but not on the other, because I get to walk onto it. Fantastic. Loads of re-rides. Now we're going to make our way into the Swiss area of the park and Matterhorn Blitz. I'm doing so well today in terms of time. But yeah, I made a mistake and called it Bobsled Coaster earlier. I'm thinking of Gerstlauer, aren't I, for some reason. But yeah, here we are. I love the lift out on this one. You lift all the way up there and then into the rest of it. Oh, it's a Mack Rides Wild Mouse. Yeah, then you got the rest of the Swiss area there on that side. Then you got a flat ride on this side with Matterhorn Blitz. I think it's called, I'm not sure on the names, I've not been on this one before. Yeah, I do the German names and the English names. One thing I have noticed with Matterhorn Blitz, they got this little entrance here now. I don't remember it being here. It may be a new addition because I had to find out the wait time in different spots. There was like a time down there. But this time they got a little board. You could just spot where the end of my finger is there. Yeah, it's all new. That's definitely new, isn't it? Please correct me if I'm wrong, because I was last here in December. Yeah, I may give that a go at some point on the trip. There will be 2 vlogs. Yeah, 25 minutes. I'm ahead of schedule anyway, so I might as well get there a ride. Mack Rides Wild Mouse. Yeah, I look forward to this one. It doesn't look too spinny actually. I'll probably get away with that one. But even Cassandra's curse is probably going to be probably worse than that. Yeah, that looks like it's Walk On as well. People are leaving the queue. Do you know what? Shall we wait? That's the end of the queue. It said 25 minutes. I mean, we could talk about the ride if you like. Yeah, that's the final break on here. I'm not waiting 25 minutes. I may get there right later on. We're planning on doing it now, but it does free up a bit more time. As much as I like the ride, if you're waiting back here, then no thank you. Although, let me just observe it a little bit, because they may not have got everything open in terms of pathing. You'll be able to see the main queue down there. You make your way all the way under the ride and around a bit. Yeah, that's... Do you know what? Actually, I'm going to give it 10 minutes. If we've not made it to the other side, like I just said, then I'll walk out of the queue. Yeah, there you got Euro set up there. I think the white balance shut out a bit there, but yeah. Typical Wild Mouse. It's a little bit different to others, but you got your traditional turns at the top here. I love it. I love these rides for laterals. You always, no matter how many times you go on these rides, it always feels like you're going to fall out. But yeah, let's wait it out 10 minutes, shall we? Here we are, Matterhorn Blitz. Took 30 minutes, a bit longer than advertised, but yeah, the queue kept moving. Lots of good theming, you might be able to tell. Here we are. It seems a bit more visible in this tower now. Ready, steady, 2 vehicles at once. Up the lift. Yeah, they made it a bit lighter. That's strange. And I like how it does this. Such a great view from the top here. See the rest of the park, the rest of the Swiss area. Yeah, The block brake's working fantastically. Shout out to old Toro Ryan. You got a Swiss Bob run just to the left there. And Euro-Mir and Voltron over there. Yeah, you can probably see how high up we are. There we go, ready for our turn. It's a fun ride this. Oh, it's warm. Oh, laterals. There's Eurostar, oh, not Eurostar, Silver Star. Time for some laterals. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh. It never doesn't feel strange, always. Oh, one last one. Woohoo! I love this bit of feedback. Oh no, the queue's gone down now. And that's the end of the ride. Got a bit of snow there on that building. Oh, sharp brakes. Yeah, I think that's the main drop there. Yeah. Yeah, the main queue isn't too far back now, and maybe about 20 minutes, but it is what it is. Like I said on board there, it took 30 minutes, about 5 minutes longer than this advertised 25, but that's alright. I think I just joined the queue at the wrong time. The amount of times I've joined the queue just before it extends a lot, yeah. I'm alright with one time like that, but yeah, fantastic ride, loads of laterals. That's what the wild mouses are about, aren't they, the macro wild mouse. I love how high you are, all the views of the different areas. You can see Luxembourg, you can see the flutes. I was about to say Fruit Loop, it's not. Food Loop area. You can see Swiss Bob Run on the other side of the Swiss area. Yeah, fantastic ride, mainly about laterals, some nice theming, and you go through some little huts. I think there's some cows, chickens in the queue line. Yeah, some lovely theming. Yeah, it's split, the Swiss area is one of the few areas that is actually split down the middle. At least I think it is anyway. Then you got that flat ride that I was on about. The animatronic there. Yeah, Jungfrau Flight or something. I butcher the names, my pronunciations are horrible. Yeah, you can see everything, and I nearly called Silver Star, Eurostar. Probably caught it on the POV there. But yeah, we'll make our way down to Madame Freudenreich. Can't pronounce that at all, you know me, but this is in the France area. We did walk through here this morning, but yeah, one of the other underrated dive rides, just like Atlantis Adventure, it's one of those rides that is just hidden, even though it's in a busy area where Eurostar is. Yeah, I think it'll be walk on, I presume so anyway. Yeah, it's got a great cute line. Oh, it's got some ACs as well. There's the main character. Like the little, got a lizard there. And there she is. You do see her throughout the attraction. Got dinosaurs as well. You've got some dinosaur bones on the skeleton. And I think that's the eggs there on the other side. Fantastic. I have got an on-ride POV from this attraction on my YouTube channel. If you want to check that out, then feel free to do so. But yeah, I can't believe this would be a standout dog ride at another park. Those who've ridden this will know how good this ride is. It's such a jubbly, such a great vibe in this ride. Some great theming. The lighting, the actual props, the sound, everything. Love the old-fashioned TV there. And then it transitions perfectly into this stone area. Got some more bones there, some more dinosaur artifacts. Oh, look, it's a shell. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, the aircon, fantastic. You've got an interactive button there for the eggs. Oh, is that what I think it is? An alligator. And here we are, already in the station building. One of the, like Atlantis Adventure, it's a moving station. It's the, what do they call it? The, you know what I mean? Just like Haunted Mansion. An Omni-mover. There we go. It's an Omni-mover. But Atlantis Adventure is a bit different. Yeah, you load up, and we're straight on. So yeah, I'll bring you the highlights from this ride. Probably not the full POV, but you do get that on some of these rides because some of the lighting's a bit different. Fantastic. One of the opening scenes. You see all that, the dinosaur X action there. Oh my god. What's to do with bees? The dinosaur beekeeper. That's interesting. I have ridden this loads of times. There's so many details. Every ride you go on there, you're doing something new. That's why I love how short and cute it is. You get to appreciate a bit more. We've got a few smell pods in here as well. Nice. Oh, there's a hidden bike. Some sort. It's only little bits you miss if you don't look carefully. You've got a little baby dinosaur. How cute. Looks like got some grapes on his head. That is pretty cool. Oh, look at that. The lighting is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Here we are, T-Rex. Oh, this is one of my favourite. If you notice on my video of this ride, it's got this as the thumbnail. Such a standout moment of the ride. Oh, trying to get a picture of that. Didn't work. Oh, it did work. Yeah, well, you've got a different bunting there as well. There's a different start of bunting. Oh, the top there. Oh, the party balloons for the little presents. Oh, we've got a birthday cake smell. Lovely smell pod. Oh, that's nice and fresh. Lovely.
Zur Feier des Tages dürft ihr heute mal Fernsehen gucken.
And there we go. Not sure, right, but not long, just perfect amount of dark ride action, that is. After a little drink break, now on to Eurosat Can coaster, Moulin Rouge. In the big sphere there, you have got coastality, which I think is the VR version. Yeah, it's 20 minutes for the main queue at the moment. So we'll make our way down single rider, because we are a single rider. And I just hit the door, but never mind, we'll gloss over that. I do love the theme of this. I don't really understand it as such, but it's got lovely music. I'm not going to take you on board with a fresh POV. I'm sure I've got some POV footage elsewhere at home, because you don't really see much in the main part of the coaster section. The station's fantastic. I'll be able to show you that. Let's get up there. Hopefully it's no longer than 15 minutes. That's what I'm expecting. You can have times where you just walk straight on with single rider. And then other times you wait in about 10-15 minutes, but yeah, it doesn't really matter which seat you get on this. Not too much anyway. I think the station's the best part of this ride. Yeah, so we're at 10 minutes there, just about what I expected really, 10 to 15 minutes with the main queue on 20. Yeah, it's an alright attraction. I've never been a massive fan of indoor roller coasters anyway. You have got the typical projection, you've got a cloud scene that I quite like, you go under the clouds. I think some of them, some of the actual main projections light up just as you hit them. I wish everything was lit up beforehand and isn't so much darkness. It feels a little bit lighter than normal. You can see the interior of the spit air, but they see the shapes. But yeah, it's an alright attraction. It's mainly the queue line, the music in the queue line, the station building. I say the station building, the station theming, sorry. And I like how good the operations are on it, one after the other. And I did see, before we got into the station, you do see what I think the VR is, some sort of track trickery going on there. Be interested to know how the operations work on that, with the VR operating simultaneously. Dedicated VR trains, I think. But yeah, the theming's the best bit of that. Never been a massive fan of indoor coasters, like I said, and it has to be something really special for me to like it. I'm not even a massive fan of Tron and Magic Kingdom and Walt Disney World. Yes, it's got some really good lighting in there, but yeah, indoor coasters don't really do it for me. So yeah, let's move on to the next part. We're about to go into Monaco. I don't know where the exterior ends for Monaco and France, where the border is. Because last time I was here, none of this was changed, but I could already see where the border is. I think the floor's been changed. I know you got the 4D down there. Yeah. I think the entrance is changed for this little star. You got the flooring here, nice new flooring. Monaco theming. I don't think there's much other than the exhibition centre down there on the left and the new entrance. The entrance was different, wasn't it? It was in this sort of area, but it just changed kind of position. You got the theming around it. I love the light coloured brickwork. I love even the lights on the top here. Yeah, before we get in the main queue, yeah, you can see different walkways. It's how it's elevated a little bit. You walk up. All the different landscape in there, the plants, I'm sure that'll grow up over time. Yeah, let's go and get in the queue. I don't think the queue's long for this anyway. 15 minutes for Silver Star. I'll take that any day of the week. Because this queue moves very quickly. Yeah, you can see what I mean. It's all new here, it's all brand new. The lighting isn't fantastic, so I have to apologise for that. But it looks like they've got a lot of extended queue line here, just in case it gets a queue, but Silver Star rarely gets a queue. As you can see, you don't have to walk up there at the moment. But yeah, there's fantastic planting, fantastic area. Yeah, this is all changed. All used to just be one line. Yeah, playing some nice music as well. Although I say that, the black and grey of Silver Star don't really work with it. Have they got plans for it later on? I'm not sure, but yeah, you go directly under the brake run now. Yeah, I'm a massive fan of the clash of the theming of Silver Star. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to re-theme it. You would think so, with that, like I said, that clash. I do love the new landscaping they've got and the location of the entrance, but yeah, they need to do something about the exterior of Silver Star. Although, it's 2012 coaster, you're used to that theme, aren't you, of the ride? All motor themed. Yeah, is this still sponsored by Mercedes? I have no idea. I don't think it is actually. Monaco Racing. Yeah, it's all changed. Definitely all changed. Yeah, there's no people in here. You know, it's a short wait, and there's no people here. Got a little drink booth there. Yeah, all changed from Mercedes. Advertised on the Monaco Grand Prix, which makes sense. Then we'll look at all of this in a minute once we get off the ride. Yeah, if you're waiting here, it's always a good day. Here we go, on Silver Star. Didn't wait too long at all, front row ride. Probably about 10 minutes about to get us. Making our way up to over 200 feet. Look at the bunting they've got on the side there. It's a Monaco themed.
formation lap. Use this moment to compose yourselves.
All themed to the new Monaco Racing Academy or Silver Star Racing Academy. All a bit different. I'll talk about that off-road.
All drivers on the track.
Look at the view.
The formation lap
Look at the
ends in a
view.
few seconds. The field is closed up.
Amazing.
Other vehicles are close to you.
Woohoo! Wow! Air time! Oh wow! Oh, trim brake. Oh wow. Hit it. Oh wow. Oh, that's fantastic. So much airtime. So much airtime. I love that ride on the Silver Star. It's always great to get back on. It was a bit shaky in spots actually, but airtime, oh my. I got lots of airtime even in the first half. There's a little trim brake on the second half of the ride. You heard that in the POVs there, but yeah, it doesn't really take away from it. Plenty of airtime in the usual spots as well at the end. But yeah, one of the best rides I've ever had on it. 2002 that ride is. I may have made the mistake of setting 2012. People screaming behind me, I'm beside them, but yeah, it's in the new Monaco themed area. I'm not sure on the transition between the Silver Star and the rest of the area. It's a bit off-putting. I'll talk about that a bit in a second, but as you can see behind me, trying to find a good shady spot here to film this review. Yeah, Silver Star's fantastic. I love the turnaround. It's a car park coaster as such, really, but it's nothing like Scream at Six Flags Magic Mountain. It kind of fits really, doesn't it, with that the second half and the first half going all the way down the middle of the car park. You turn around, you got a helix, as you can expect. Yeah, airtime galore. One of my favourite rides on the front row. I need to get a back row at some point on this trip. Got 2 more days after today. Yeah, solid ride, 2002. 24 years that is. It's now called the Silver Star Racing Academy. It's not Mercedes themed or anything. Silver Star Monaco Racing Academy themed. I kind of like the new addition to the train. Got red and white stripes. Pretty good inside the station, but like I said, the clash between the rest of the Monaco area and the Silver Star, not a massive fan of. And I've got an exhibition in the new Monaco area. Go and take a look inside here. Yeah, a good shady spot there. I had to film that review. I take it's all about the history. I have no idea. This building used to be all about the history of Europa Park. You had all the different rivals, didn't you? Like Voltron, Wodan, Blue Fire. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm looking at. Just the basic information on Monaco. It looks like when we walked in, and that was like, is that a vinyl on the window? I'm not sure. You've got some video screens in the theming. And this is one thing I noticed when I was getting off the ride. You walk the stairs from Silver Star come down this way. And I'm not a massive fan of this in here. Don't get me wrong, this all looks fantastic. But I'm not sure it fits in here with the racing track here. And yes, I know Monaco is all about an F1 circuit, but I think it's just a bit like this. If the whole area had this theme in, I wouldn't mind as such, but then you got the black and silver theme of Silver Star. You got to still see the rest of the building here. It's a shame really, I'm being a bit nitpicky, but I do like it, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining just to complain. Yeah, you got the bunting, and then you got warehouse. Yeah, this looks fantastic. I love the look of this. It reminds me of all the fancy buildings and the posh buildings in Monaco. Yeah, there's things to love, things to hate, but you got to be critical sometimes. And you got the Monaco football team. AS Monaco. I don't know if that's this year's kit or not, but it looks like we've got some photo screens here. I'm not sure if they're actually video screens, if they move. And of course, you've got the royal family in Monaco. Prince Albert. Yeah, I'm not going to hover over this too much. It'd take forever to read it, wouldn't it? Obviously F1's such a big deal in Monaco. I know a lot of people are not a massive fan of the racing, the track, not much to overtake it, but yeah. Now this entrant in the Festival International de Monte Carlo. Elephants, the circus animals. And yeah, this all used to have cars and in simulators and all sorts. Junior Club integration. I'm not sure what these are. Let's just read one of them. I think it might be something to do with the Junior Club, but answering different questions as you can see there. It's alright. I recognise these guys from the E show, from that circus show last time I was here. Kind of nice. As you can see, Circus Review. I did watch that in December. Really good show. And you got the aquarium. I'm not going to try and butcher that name underneath it. Yeah. Have a closer look at some of the ornaments here. So I don't know too much about Monaco other than the F1 really. Yeah. Oh, look at this. They are video screens that are not actually water buying. Yeah, look at this. I wonder if it's real. Yeah, it's real. It feels real anyway. Yeah, look at it. Oh, I wish there was some AC in here though. I do love the reflections on the floor. Fantastic. Nice and relaxing room. I just wish it wasn't such a big city there. It's so obvious. Never mind. Yeah, very nice. And I did overhear some F1 sounds. So it looks like you've got some F1 simulators there. Oh, look at those widescreen monitors. That's so cool. Oh, it's got the F1 steering wheel as well. Don't want to get too close, be a bit rude. But yeah, that's really cool. That's so cool. So cool, we're going to say that word 100 times today. Yeah, they used to have the Mercedes F1 car in here. In fact, it still does have a sponsorship, I take it, because tell the camera there, the Mercedes F1 car. Which one is that? 2013, I think? Not entirely sure. Yeah, I wonder if they still got the official sponsorship on top. You've got the map of the Monaco circuit there. Yeah, really nice. I do like my cars. I have no idea what this is though. Look how big that video screen is. It's such high quality as well. And here's the future of racing. Unfortunately, it's electric, it looks like. I'm not a massive fan of electric cars, but it is what it is. Before we make our way out of the front area, before I make a look at the sphere from this angle, the Eurostat sphere. Pronunciation and lisp don't work well together. But yeah, look at that. Just a giant Epcot ball, isn't it? Is what a lot of people would say. But yeah, love the architecture here. I love the show that they do in the winter season on the globe there. I say globe, you know what I mean. Such a fantastic area. Great fountain package as well. Over there, some great planting. Loads of different planters along the edge with the front bunting. Yeah, it's one of my favourite areas of the park. And what I've noticed a lot on these trips to Europa Park, I don't really mention it a lot, is how proud Mac are of their family. Hello Shadow. Their themed rain covers. But yeah, one of the best areas of the park this is. So Euro sat there, down to the right is Monaco. I just see Silver Star. Actually no, I lied, I thought I saw Silver Star. Moulin Rouge. I think that's a butter. I've never actually been in there before. Yeah, we're going to make our way back into this Switzerland area. Instead of going to the right and then back in again, we're going to make our way through one of the best looking areas of the park. And it's not normally too busy. If you go just down here, take a right turn, you'll make your way into the Swiss area. And to the opposite side of Matterhorn Blitz. Yeah, fantastic architecture. I love how they integrate the toilets into the whole system, because they're toilets in there. Yeah, this is one of my favourite entrances into the area where Swiss Bob Run is. You can just see it in the distance there. And the Mack Rider's bobsled. This is kind of shaky. I have the same experience with all the other bobsleds I've been on. Yeah, you can see fantastic views, and it's very refreshing. Although, I don't know why the river is dried up. One of my favourite parts of this park, like a lot of this stuff, is the water by the island. You know how it goes quite quick down there, and you want to see a lot of duckies. Yeah, it's kind of dried up. Although I say that, I did notice that when I was walking into the park today, how the bit outside the park was dried up. I don't know if that's to do with the weather, prolonged drought or something. Yeah, let's make our way over to Swiss Bob Run. I think the entrance is on the other side. I'm going to walk right on this way anyway, get a few more steps in. And here we are on Swiss Bob Run, about a 10-minute wait there. So perfect, under advertised for a little show building there. I wonder if it'll be a little less shaky than it was last time. I can already feel it on the lift a little bit there actually. There's a bit of a free-for-all for the rows when you're picking your row, no batches. Here we go, he's vibrating a lot. There we go, decided, Maton Blitz, Eurostar, Silverstar going up his left hill. Here we go, woohoo! Got a drop coming up. Here we go. Oh, it is quite shaky. Oh, with a hat on the ride. Oh god. People's hats. Oh dear. Oh, it is quite shaky. Woohoo! Oh, ow. Oh, finally. Brake run. Yeah, that's really shaky. Not a massive fan of those, but I'll do it if the queue's not long. Yeah, that's way too shaky for my liking. There's some fun elements like the helix, and the theming's fantastic. I love this little infield area. And by the way, that entrance I went through, you can take a shortcut through the other part of the Swiss area. Walk straight through the Swiss area, then you'll be straight here. Sometimes this is closed. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of that ride. Yeah, fun elements here and there. I get the front row so you're not completely blocked. But yeah, it's the theming around it that's fantastic. You've got a linen store here. You've also got one near the panorama station in the rush area. Still struggling to get my words out. I do speak too quick, don't I? Still not learned. Yeah, the Swiss area is just fantastic. Little mini river here. More chocolate. Yeah, I do love that, how it runs all the way down there. I don't know how far it goes. Yeah, look at that. Fantastic theming. I don't know how many of these shops you can go in. I'm sure I think there's a quick service down the bottom. Not entirely sure. Yeah, what's this one? I don't spend too much time in this area. Yeah. So you've got something for everybody. You don't have to do everything. Lovely planters there. Yeah, a quick service down here. Roulette. I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, fantastic. I don't know what they do though. There's some seating areas. There is a lot of shade in this park, which is nice. And what we're going to do is now we're going to walk out by Maton Blitz, just the opposite side. So you can walk through this entrance down to Swiss Bob Run. But yeah, look, that's where it takes you. And you can walk down that way to the left, go to the entrance that I took. Hello chickens, or fake chickens. There are so many different themed areas at Europa Park, and next is the Russian themed area. And there are a number of rides, well, 2 rides. Euro-Mir, which we'll talk about a bit more about this new ride that's come in. We'll talk about that after I've been on one of another underrated rides at Europa Park. Sleigh ride, Snowflake, another little car ride for the kids really. It's nice and cool in here, a winter theming. Look how cute the vehicles look. Yeah, nice and short ride, just under 5 minutes I think. Yeah, and some nice little show scenes in there, some animatronics, very basic. It's like a little version of It's a Small World, themed to the ice and winter, etc. Yeah, I cannot wait to get back on this. I did go on this on travel days, so I've been on this quite a lot. It doesn't take long to get on, normally only about a few minute wait. And yet another walk on ride, here we go. Oh, aircut on, aircut on. Oh, it's a Small World type, isn't it? Very cute and quaint. Quaint, fancy word. Love the little outfits. Something seems a bit off in here. I don't know what it is. Is something broken? I can swear there was something going on there in that area. Yeah, something seems a bit odd. The lighting's not working properly. On camera it looks fine. All those look fine, but in person... Anyway, oh well. Euro-Mir is located right next door to Sleigh Ride Snowflake there. It's going to close in January 2027 unfortunately for a new space themed area. It's already space themed, but there's going to be an entire area themed around it, so no more Russia area. And there's going to be a new family coaster as well. Yeah, I look forward to see what they do for 2028. It's going to be interesting. It is a classic ride this. I'm not a massive fan of the outdoor bit, it can be a bit too intense, a bit too rough. But I like the theme, like the jumping music inside. You can tell it's a bit old. But yeah, I do love the space theme, so I'm glad they're going to make an actual area dedicated to it. But yeah, it's only on 5 minutes I think. I never ever see this ride on 5 minutes unless it's for the end of the day. So yeah, I'm going to go for the main queue. Why not? Normally I allow for like 20-30 minutes to get on this. I think there's a virtual line and maybe a single rider, I can't remember. But yeah, I have waited down there before. Yeah, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to get straight on. Maybe a station where we're lucky. Yeah, no more CAPM for us. I don't know if people are missing out on it because it's so intense in the heat. I can't really tell, but yeah, lovely theming. And then you got Croatia over there with Voltron. Oh, I got a trommel. I totally forgot they had a trommel. Oh, tilt track. Bit of a tilt track too. And this one has a spiral at F, just like Eurosat. Some nice theming. Oh, that's bottom. There we go. Oh, front row. Oh, wow. Voltron below us. You got a silver star to the left. Hello. Oh, blue fire's open. Yes. That's important. Yes, blue fire's open. There's a long walk from here though. Yeah, this was a bit rough last time. Still a little bit of fun. Here we go, spinning's gone up a notch. Oh Jesus. You have to bring your bags on this one as well, so be careful everyone. We're about to drop any second. 3, 2, 1, boom. Jesus, that's rough. It's very shaky. Jeez. Jesus Christ, that's very shaky. Not as bad as I thought it was, but yeah, shaky. So yeah, I had to find a bit more shade. So I'm right next to Voltron on the mountain, but after I got off that ride, wow. The intensity, not a wow, a good wow, but the intensity with the shaking this almost great out. I'm feeling my face contorting on Euro-Mir there. I can see why they're getting rid of it. It's not the most comfortable experience, especially in the heat. Combined with the intensity and the rickety, like the shaking on the second half of the let out. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of it, but I don't hate it either, so yeah, you see I've got shadows in my face at the moment. I'm right under a tree with the sun just poking through, but yeah, I don't know what to think really. What, am I going to miss it? I'm not sure, because I presume Mac are going to design a brand new sort of family coaster for it. I know it's going to be a family coaster, but I'm not sure what type it is. Is it going to be launched? Is it going to be spinning like it already is? I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, January 2027 it closes. I'm going to get my last ride in there, probably a winter season this December, and then it's going to close. 2028 the new space themed area is going to open. It won't be Russia anymore. I just look forward to seeing what the area looks like. It should be stunning. The Mac family know what they're doing. Popped into the Netherlands area, near to where I was anyway, and yeah, one of the best dark rides in the world. Paris in Batavia. Love this to bits. Look at the theming up here. One of my favourite rides in the world, this is. Dark rides and coaster. It's one of the best rides at the park, I think. So yeah, let's get into the queue line. 5 minutes. This camera's not playing ball today, but yeah, it's just a ride of this calibre. There's so many of these rides at this park that are brilliant. This had an issue, didn't it? Didn't it burn down in the past? I don't know too much about the issues, but they rebuilt it or some great theming. Just absolutely fantastic. Great experience, about 8 minutes long. And yeah, basically Europa Park's Pirates of the Caribbean. But it's not really a knockoff. It's quite a good one, quite a good original version.
Was ist der Plan? Kein Plan. Kennst du dich nicht durch die Zeit beißen?
World class Paris in Batavia. Unbelievable. My favourite seat, my favourite room is that room with that smell pod. You've got the old lady on the boat, you have the monkey by the prison. I love that scene. There's so many different scenes. You've got the drop as well, the lightning above you with the animatronic before. I love the ending as well when you go through the restaurant. Absolutely fantastic. So many different scenes that I love. It's so difficult to describe it really because there's so many effects, lighting effects, music. You got smell pod in that specific room, which is my favourite. Yeah, absolutely amazing. It was walk on, but well, I say walk on. It was 5 minutes. So world class. In the queue for my next coaster of the day. Yeah, you got the VR stuff to the left. We're ignoring that. I'm not a massive fan of this style of the queue. I've said this before. It just doesn't fit really, and they need to create a new entrance to Blue VR. But yeah, it is a bit trippy, isn't it? Yeah, we're going down this single rider. It's 10 minutes for the main queue, so I'm hoping this one isn't backed up. Normally only backed up when the queue's longer. You don't really miss too much rock work or theming or anything like going down this single rider. Yeah, but you won't get a front row, that's the difference. If you go down the main queue, you'll be able to get a front row. Well, on purpose anyway. Yeah, there's some good spots down here to get some clips of the ride, which I do tend to do sometimes, actually. But yeah, it's an adventure. Oh, launch. That's the first launch to the left there. Yeah, I might get some shots up here before I continue down the line. Here we go, dispatch time on Blue Fire Mega Coaster. Such an important ride for the world, isn't it? For all this theming. Fantastic theming. All the lighting effects, the music, the sound, you name it. Here we are. Still struggling with this chestnut, so you have to excuse me. There it is, waiting for the smoke.
Sorry! Oh, we have a problem!
Steady, steady. Woohoo! It wasn't working! Over bank! Woohoo! Oh God! Oh, such a smooth ride. Coming up to the best inversion on the ride. Hang time galore. Here we go. Oh, that was a good second ride there. Had a mid-train down the front row. Brilliant ride. Paved the way for a lot of modern coasters these days. Very important. They're not unloading at the unload station, which is weird, but you go straight through. Interesting. Two fabulous rides there on Blue Fire Mega Coaster. Really good ride, still very smooth. And yeah, paved the way, like I said on ride there, for a lot of the rides to come, especially mag rides. But as you can see, it's Wodan. Yeah, I'm losing my breath. I'm getting knackered right now. As you'll probably tell, I've not done a POV from every single ride today. I've inserted something from a previous trip, from a previous POV. Sometimes you just don't feel right, do you? Filming on one ride. Most of them will be new ones from today, nice and fresh. I like that brake run, that interaction with Wodan. Yeah, that was only a 5-minute wait there for the front row on Blue Fire. The main queue is 5 minutes. I think that's why the park's only closing at 6 today, and not 6:30 or 7 o'clock. But 10 minutes. Shall we go through the main queue? I think we will. Let's go through the main queue. 10 minutes isn't a lot. I reckon it'd be about 5. Yeah, they had a Blue Fire on 10 minutes just before my second ride, and that was the station gate, so yeah, making the way onto Wodan. Yeah, one of the last major rides today to do. Maybe re-ride Voltron to end the day, but I've not decided yet. As you can probably tell, the heat is getting to me now. So it's 33 degrees in Germany. I've drunk enough, I've not really eaten, so it's my bad. But yeah, they got a lot of, is it Titan track? Yeah, they did put a bit in on my last trip, but I think they put a lot more in on the pre-lift section. I'm not a massive fan of that, unless the wood's wearing away, and they got their reasons for it, so yeah, there's no one waiting on the stairs for single rider. So I thought I might as well come up here. Yeah, they've got some great theming in the caves, which I really like. Might as well show you that while I'm walking through the main queue. Oh yeah, listen to that GCI goodness. And then, that's the final shed. What's in the shed here, Kings Island? It's a beautiful queue. Look at the lighting. Just absolutely love it. Wouldn't have done this if it was a 30-minute queue, but because we're not waiting any of that, it's fantastic. And you got the final bit of track into the brake run there. It's so relentless, this beast is. Yeah, can't believe we're not waiting for this. It's normally a 20-30 minute wait. I don't know if it's because they have school trips around here at this time, I don't know. I've not seen any big groups of teenagers or anything. Oh, big bit of wood and mess. But yeah, it's just flowing through the queue run. It's absolutely fantastic. Fantastic, look at that. This is the bit I wanted to show you. All those blue crystals right there. Some lovely theming that fits the area, fantastic. Amazing. God, we're so lucky to have these rides. Europa Park is run so well. Any other place in the world is have an hour queue minimum. And here we go, I'm booked in Timber Coaster. We will be going over some of the Titan track, you can probably see in front of us. Steel track, not all of it's wooden, on the pre-lift. Here we go, all the way down here. Yeah, Titan track. All the way up until the lift. Here we are at the turnaround into the drop. Oh, that's fantastic. Woo-hoo. Here we go. Non-stop. Oh my god. Airtime. Wow. Oh, it's never get that. Oh wow. Oh my. Oh my god. Wow. Sorry about the camera there, Emma, I've turned a bit on you, but yeah. Very aggressive. There's some Titan track at the end as well, probably noticed. Oh, I never gave that up. Oh, there's a top coaster. It's just so crazy, so loud. Especially that station fly through right there, brilliant. Look at that structure there. And you've got this little spray area here. It's not on at the moment, it comes out of the top of that building in front of us. And if the wind's right, it'll blow all over you. It's so refreshing. But yeah, you probably noticed the lack of shows. And I'm not showing you the parade yet. It's just coming up to 4:15 at the moment. So 15 minutes to go until it heads parade. It only lasts about 8-9 minutes. They advertise it about 25. But I think that's the whole route. But yeah, if I do show it in the vlog, it will be about now, right after this clip. But if I don't, I'll probably show it in the day 2 vlog. But you'll know by now because you're watching it. But yeah, I wanted to watch a couple of shows today, like the high dive show over at London Super Splash, and I wanted to see a couple of other things. I've just done so many rides that it's just not possible all the time. So if you do see the clips after this of the show, of Ed's Parade, then yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, look at that, great angle. It's so quiet at the park today. It got a little bit busy for Europa Park standards earlier on, but nothing more than 20 minutes, I don't think. Actually no, I lied, 25 minutes for Matterhorn Blitz. But even Euro-Mir is on 1 minute, I think, on the board. I think that's the only park I've seen that uses 1 minute as a default time. But yeah, you never see Euro-Mir on that time. But yeah, it's 5 o'clock, park closes at 6 p.m, so it's not one of the later openings, but yeah, you don't have to stay at a theme park all day, you don't have to wait all day and do everything, but you can if you like. I'm only like a 10-minute walk from the hotel, so I can just go back with an hour left. Got another 2 days, but I'm going to go on Voltron now because the area's not busy at all. Sun glare all over my face, probably can't see a thing, but yeah, let's go. Final ride of the day on Voltron Nivera. So yeah, too intense for me. Oh, trying to catch my breath that last ride on Voltron. I've had 2 rides on that today. I think at the moment, the way it's riding, it's only 2 rides maximum. 1 ride in the morning and 1 ride in the afternoon or evening. It's just too much for me otherwise. But I know people would just lap that over and over again. Single ride, I've waited about 10 minutes actually. It was actually longer than I thought, so yeah. Oh. You can tell I'm absolutely out of breath. I normally am at the best of times, but oh my. I've done so much good stuff today. I've done Pirates, which is a great dive ride. I've done all the coasters apart from a few. I think it's Arthur and Barbara Express. Still trying to catch the breath. It's kind of hard when you're doing an outro, but we'll get there. But yeah, so much done today. Still a lot to do actually. A few flat rides I want to do. The war rides like Tirol. And then you got Alpine Express, which I want to do as well. Great powered coaster. So yeah, done a lot. And I'm going to try and catch my breath. Do a day 2 vlog tomorrow. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the day. Hope you enjoyed me suffering in the heat, which I haven't, but I've enjoyed the ride and the experience. Love being back at the park. Fantastic. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.